Right now on Up with KREM, the last round of U.S. Supreme Court rulings for the session dropped today. This morning, a look at some of the cases we're tracking.
Sunday showers are behind us and sunshine returns this week. We'll take a full look at your forecast and what you can expect for the 4th of July.
We just come back because we love playing together. We love Hoopfest. We hope people like playing against us because we have a heck of a lot of fun playing together.
Hoopfest 2024 has come and gone, but our coverage isn't over yet. This morning, a look at your elite champs.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Up with KREM, 6 o'clock here on your Monday. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis, and we are getting you prepared for the day ahead, along with Brandon T. Jones, who's joining us this morning in the Weather Center, filling in for meteorologist Thomas Patrick today. So, Brandon, are you fully recovered from Hoopfest over the weekend?
You stretch, Brandon?
No, I still got some stretching I need to do. I got a couple sore spots on me and my legs. They feel it a lot more, but it was all worth it. It really was just a great time out there this past weekend to see all those smiling faces and just everyone having a great time. As for what we can expect for our weather today, look at that beautiful start to the morning we already got as we take a live look over Riverfront Park, where things have already been broken down from the Hoopfest weekend. All that wet weather that we saw yesterday, that's moved on out. It's going to be a mostly sunny day ahead of us, and then the temperatures are going to start rising as we progress throughout the week. Currently, though, it is 55 degrees with the winds moving around 5 miles per hour, and we'll get into your full forecast and what you can expect for 4th of July a bit later in the show.
Well, it is officially July 1st, which means that a new round of laws are going into effect today.
So here's a look at the changes now in effect here in Washington state. First, undocumented immigrants can receive professional licenses in Washington. This used to be to require a social security number, but now an individual taxpayer identification number can be used on the application.
Next, someone who removes a sexually protective device like a condom or birth control pill without consent may be subject to civil action starting today. A plaintiff who wins their case could receive up to $5,000 per violation.
And finally, when you renew your registration, the Department of Licensing must now check for active recalls on your vehicle and let you know if they find one. Tracking tomorrow, burn restrictions go into effect in several cities across Spokane County. The cities of Spokane Valley, Cheney, Airway Heights, and Deer Park are affected by the restrictions. Here's what is and what is not allowed. Backyard fire pits or campfires using chopped firewood and charcoal are not allowed. Also not allowed is any open burning of fields and garbage. What is allowed are outdoor chimneys, barbecues, and patio warmers. However, you must use the proper fuels, which include clean, dry, seasoned firewood, charcoal, and natural or propane gas. Campfires are allowed in parks and campgrounds if it's approved by the appropriate agencies.
At 6:03, let's take a look at your morning rush. More news in less time. The Washington State Attorney General's office will test a pilot version of its hate crime hotline in 3 counties, including Spokane County, over the next year. The legislature created the statewide hotline earlier this year. It will be available for public use on July 1st of next year. Now, according to the Attorney General's office, people can report hate crimes and bias incidents. The hotline will also help collect data on these hate crimes. It will be tested in King and Clark counties as well. After 3 months of work to clear a rock slide, Moon Pass near Wallace officially reopened. This is a video of the original slide that happened back in April. According to our partners at the Shoshone County Press, it will cost roughly $350,000 to repair, and most of the funding was covered after President Joe Biden made a major disaster declaration. The U.S. Department of Interior announced that Idaho counties will receive over $41 million in payments in lieu of taxes for 2024. These payments will help offset the cost of maintaining essential services in areas with tax-exempt federal lands, like national parks. According to our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press, Kootenai County will receive over $790,000, Bonner County will get $1.1 million, and Shoshone County gets $590,000. That's a look at your morning rush.
The 4th of July holiday travel rush is already in full swing. AAA estimates more than 70 million people are expected to drive or fly this week. CBS's Naomi Ruckham explains how to avoid some travel headaches and get to your destination safely and on time.
Americans are celebrating Independence Day by getting out of town, as AAA expects record-setting crowds leading up to and after the 4th of July holiday.
Get to the airport early because so very many more people are traveling right now.
Close to 6 million people are expected to travel by air this week, up 7% from last 4th of July, causing even longer lines at the airport. This major holiday influx piles on top of an already slammed summer travel season. The TSA has been screening passengers in record numbers, with 6 of their busiest days in history happening just this June. Lower prices are also making air travel more accessible this season, with ticket prices that are about 18% lower than a year ago.
There were no empty seats on the aircraft.
No empty
at all.
seats. Airplanes were full.
But the bulk of the holiday travel rush, nearly 90%, will arrive by car, with more than 60 million Americans expected to hit the roads. The busiest days will be Wednesday, July 3rd and Sunday, the 7th. AAA says gas prices have also dipped this year, with the national average just below $3.50 a gallon. But to avoid the rush, try to hit the road before or after 2 to 7 p.m., when congestion could clog the highways. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
And it is now 6:06 on this beautiful start of our Monday morning. Looking at a beautiful day ahead as well, with the temperatures currently at 55 degrees, winds moving around 5 miles per hour. We're going to see those winds ranging roughly between 7 to 10 throughout the day. And then also going to get those temperatures up into the low 80s as our high. Maybe seeing a little bit of cloud coverage throughout the day, but expecting mostly sunny skies. And then as the week progresses, we're going to start seeing some of those temperatures start to rise as well, getting into a beautiful day for 4th of July with clear skies. But then by this weekend, we're going to be looking at highs in the 90s. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show.
Some big upsets and huge winning streaks to wrap up Hoopfest 2024. In the next 5 minutes on Up with KREM, the KREM 2 sports team takes us to the Elite Center Court to check in on the weekend's big winners.
But first, we're taking a live look outside. Just yesterday, there were thousands and thousands of people right there, right downtown in the park. Now everything is all calm, cool, and collected on this Monday morning. Welcome to July in Inland Northwest. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes.